Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 Review. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 packs serious gaming performance, matching the RTX 3090, but at a price tag that's not for everyone. If you're on a budget and just looking to enjoy some PC gaming, this card may not be the most attractive option. The RTX 3080, part of the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3000 series, is built on the Nvidia Ampere architecture and provides the same enhancements as the rest of the Nvidia lineup. Like the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060, the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 contains a hardware-based hash rate limiter meant to reduce its appeal to cryptocurrency miners. While we at TechRadar do not evaluate mining performance, it is worth noting that the failsafe on the RTX 3060 was circumvented by Nvidia's own driver update. Until we find out how successful this limitation is, miners are likely to remain potential buyers of this graphics card. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 has more cores and greater memory bandwidth compared to the original RTX 3080, giving it an extra boost in power. The RTX 3080 has 12GB of GDDR6X on a faster 384-bit memory bus, compared to 10GB with 760GB per second for the RTX 3080. This gives it 912GB per second of memory bandwidth and should enable more efficient 4K gaming. The RTX 3080 is noticeably more potent, boasting 10,240 CUDA cores across 80 compute units compared to the RTX 3080's 8,704 cores. While this represents a 17% increase in core count overall, the performance boost won't be quite that much. Luckily, that gets covered further on. As an Nvidia user, you will get access to their complete suite of features for uses beyond gaming. Nvidia Broadcast is a technology that we are still in love with. It was created as an enhancement for streamers and content creators, but it has been incredibly useful in our lives. We use it regularly for video conferences and calls with our friends. And the built-in noise filter works great to minimize the sounds of living in a busy New York City street-facing apartment. DLSS enables you to enhance the detail and clarity of images on your display, even at 4K resolution. Due to the tensor cores found on graphics processing units such as the RTX 3080, which has 320 cores. This allows gamers to enjoy more enhanced graphics options while still achieving a good frame rate. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 that we checked out is a Founders Edition from Nvidia, and of course, it looks like any other card in the Founders Edition group for the RTX 30 series. The design is attractive, with a black and gunmetal gray look. On the metal, you'll observe etched labels of RTX 3080 and Nvidia. Though you may not really notice this once it's settled inside your PC, it's quite nice. The RTX 3080 has the same dimensions as its predecessor, which are 4.4 inches thick and 11.2 inches long, allowing it to fit in most gaming cases. The RTX 3080 has two fans, one in the front and one at the back, the same setup as the RTX 3080 and RTX 3090. This design pulls air from the front and expels it on both sides of the card. Typically, some of this hot air is expelled through the top part of your PC case. The RTX 3080 is very efficient in regulating its temperature, hitting a peak of 78.9 C even with a maximum power consumption of 350 watts. This is considerably warmer than the RTX 3090's 72 C peak temperature, despite having the same power requirements. Nvidia is quite impressive for being able to maintain the same thermal performance as its triple-slot RTX 3090 Founders Edition cooler, despite downsizing it to a dual-slot design. Ultimately, the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 requires a 12-pin power connector, for which Nvidia thoughtfully provides an adapter in the box. For a gaming PC, the GeForce RTX 3080 offers similar performance as the expensive RTX 3090, although it has half the VRAM. So if you're looking for an outstanding experience with the latest PC games, but won't be running non-gaming programs like Blender or Resolve constantly, then this is your best option right now. It's not an exaggeration to say that the performance of the RTX 3080 is almost on par with that of the RTX 3090, nearly all our benchmark tests showed a difference of only 1 to 2 FPS. For DiRT5 at 1440p, The RTX 3080Ti has a slightly slower frame rate of 139 FPS compared to the 146 FPS of the RTX 3090, but that 5% variance in performance probably won't be noticeable. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080Ti performs better than the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT in all tests, except for Firestrike Ultra and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Regardless, the RTX 3080Ti offers comparable results to the RTX 3090, even at 4K resolution, so either way, you'll be getting a top-notch performance. Though Assassin's Creed Valhalla may be an exception, typically performed better on most games and benchmarks, the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT saw a 7 to 26% performance difference with the RTX 3080Ti. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080Ti can max out any game imaginable with all the advanced ray tracing effects at 4K resolution.